Hey y'all, it's I have my glasses. Hey y'all, it's LCO Star, and I'm here today doing another collab with my girl NaturallyCurlyQ. Yay! So we have a little collab series that we've got going on, and so what we're doing today is we're going to talk about the ways that we moisturize our hair. I am low porosity, she's high porosity, and what we're going to do is we're going to... What? Goofing off. We're gonna have a two-part series. So this series is gonna be low porosity and how I moisturize my hair, and you're gonna go to her channel and watch her video for high porosity and how she moisturizes her hair. Just as a disclaimer, this is how we moisturize our hair. So you may be high or low and you may do something different. That's totally cool. This is what we found that works for us, and it just so happens we have different hair porosities. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that in this video. Just so you know, I do new videos every single Monday, so make sure you check out my channel on Mondays for new videos. So thank you so much for your support and for watching. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. So here's the deal. My hair is low porosity, and if you don't know what porosity is, and you're like, I don't know what that is, I am going to include some links to some articles and to our girl, Elle, of Quest for the Perfect Curl. She did a great video on porosity, so I'm gonna leave that below for you to check out, but I'm gonna just really briefly explain what low porosity is. What low porosity is your hair, or porosity in general, is your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. And if your hair is low porosity, that means your cuticle stays in a closed position most of the time. So when you go to try to get your hair wet or put products in your hair has a harder time absorbing it in. So if you're somebody who goes to wash your hair in the shower and it takes you forever just to get your hair wet, you probably have low porosity hair because your cuticle is not opening as easily as somebody who has high porosity hair, so it doesn't receive it as faster as somebody whose hair is high porosity. So your hair has a harder time taking in moisture, but once it does take it in, it holds on to it longer than somebody's hair that is high porosity.
And you told me, I remember when I first got into the game of natural hair, curly hair. I had been natural most of my life, and
except for about 5 minutes.
When I had short, I wanted to be Hallie, but
that hair was
I was Rally. Okay, but LCO Star, just explain really quick, because I'm the one that needs Natural Hair for Dummies book of how porosity works and everything, because you don't just want to buy a whole bunch of stuff and it not work. And so I remember her telling me, okay, so when you get under the shower, this was the best advice ever, and this is what this is how I found out.
I think that's the best way to tell.
When I got under the shower, she was like, okay, so when you get under the shower, does your hair go wet immediately? Or does it take a lot of manipulating? Do you have to does it bead up? And so I knew immediately when she said that, I was like, I'm high porosity, because no matter what, even when I go outside and it's in the morning when it's misty and foggy, my hair, I go from flat to Diana in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, because it just keeps growing. And so I knew mine grabbed onto moisture or whatever. So I mean, I think that was the best advice ever. Even before reading anything, I knew I was high porosity.
Yeah, it's a lot of times you kind of know. Once you hear the description, you're like, oh, I already know what mine is. So that's my deal. My hair is low porosity, and the really thing that's really very helpful, especially if you're a newbie with wearing your hair in its natural state, is how to keep it moisturized, because in most cases, most curly hair is going to be dry, because your hair has all these twists and turns, and the natural oils of your scalp really are not reaching to the end. And so that's what's really important, is making sure your hair stays moisturized, because hair that's dry will break. So, and that's the number one thing I hear from most people. They are always like, my hair is so dry, my hair is so dry. And I'm like, trust me, everybody's hair, 99% of people with curly hair is dry. That is a fact. So here's what I do to keep my hair moisturized. There's several different methods that we use, and the number one that I use that I found that works for me, and a couple of the ladies on my Facebook page, because I did a little survey. If you have low porosity hair, you may want to try this method in order to keep your hair moisturized. And what I do is I use the LCO method, and that's called L for liquid, C for cream, and O for oil. That's what I use in order to moisturize my hair. And here's how it works. After I wash my hair is nice and clean. Then I do my rinse out conditioner, and I detangle with my rinse out conditioner. And now my hair is wet. I rinsed all my rinse out. Rinsed out my rinse out conditioner. It is now out of my hair. My hair is wet. So L for liquid can also be wet, meaning water. So my hair is now have lots of water in it, still nice and wet. So that's my L for liquid. And then C for cream. I then put on my leave-in conditioner, which is my cream. Put that all through my hair, separate it out. And then I use O for oil. And you can use oil or butter, because butter is just like an oil that's in a solid form. You can use that, put that all through your hair, or an oil. And that then locks in locks in the water, locks in the leave-in conditioner, and now the oil locks it all in there together. And then I use my styler, which would be a gel. That's what I do to moisturize my hair when I wash it. And that is worked amazing for me. It keeps my hair nice and moisturized. I do moisturize and seal my hair every single night. It's very important. But that's a method that works for me. I actually tried the method that NaturallyCurlyQ is going to talk about in her video, and it weighed my hair down like nobody's business.
I was just about to ask you.
Weighed it down. Yes. Yeah. I tried it once. I was like, this is a disaster. And I asked on my Facebook page, if you haven't gone to my Facebook page, definitely check it out. I had so much fun on that page. But I asked my girlies on that page, I was like, okay, so who's tried this method, the method she's going to talk about, which is the LOC method? Who's tried it and does it work for you? Because my hair is weighed down. I had to wash my hair again. And they all had similar responses. And I was like, okay, so there must be something to this. Obviously, there's an exception to every rule, but that was the feedback I got. Like, yeah, it didn't work for me either, and I'm low porosity. So I found that this method works for me.
Do you put on, like, since yours is LCO, is your hair soaking wet when you come out of the shower? Do you make sure? And if it's not, do you like spray bottle
my hair is soaking? Yeah, but see, I do all this in the shower though. Like I'm still in the shower after I rinse out my rinse out conditioner. I'm still in the shower, and while my hair is still sopping wet, like I don't put a towel on, I don't wring it, I don't do anything. I then immediately separate it and put in my leave-in conditioner.
Okay.
And it does start to dry out before I do as I'm doing my gel. That's where and I do put more water on it again as I'm putting my gel in.
Oh.
Yes.
Before you put on your gel.
I make sure my hair, yeah, because as each section, sometimes the sections start to dry as I'm going through, and I'll put a little bit more water on just to make sure that the gel is being distributed. So that's how my hair works, and that's what works well for me. If you have something that works for you or something that's different, or if you're somebody who's like, I really have found that works, definitely leave that below. If you have any questions, if you're not sure whether your hair is low or high porosity, definitely check out NaturallyCurlyQ's video to get her information on high porosity to see if, you know, maybe you are like, I don't know.
Or try both. You know, that's the thing.
Yes,
that's the thing I do.
Because I did try
like
both methods.
That's the thing I did like that Curly Kimmy Star did, is that just not to leave, because you know what, I was using LCO in the beginning. Yeah. But LOC worked better for me. Yeah. After I was like, oh, there's an LOC. I know. So and it ended up working fabulous for me.
Yeah, it's interesting. You definitely, definitely one of the things is to try both. Yeah. But in each description, L always stands for liquid, C always stands for cream, and O always stands for oil. Right. And the difference is just the order. That right. Yeah. Nice. So that's it. That's all I have to say on my video. Please check out NaturallyCurlyQ's video. I'm going to leave that right here, so you can click on it and go to her video and get her moisturizing tips for how she moisturizes her hair to keep it nice and soft and fabulous. Look at this here today. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on the next video. And don't forget, I got a new video every Monday. Yeah. Yeah, Monday. What?
I guess. Hot skirt.
You talking. I'm not. This is your show.
Because we... Shut up.
I'm not saying nothing. This is your video.
We are...
Do not move the camera. I'm serious, because the last time you moved it, you can want to look through the thing, you can. You may not move the camera. You may not walk in the video. I'm in here talking and you're interrupting, dude.